Small businesses are in a heap of trouble, according to my pal Kevin O'Leary. Joins us now, chairman of O'Leary Ventures, Shark Tank Investors, and author of Cold Hard Truth on business, money, and life. Kevin, welcome back to the show. So you're concerned small businesses can't get any credit, and these regional banks are unreliable. I was reading one of your interviews with somebody. Is that basically the story, and how bad is this going to be?
Larry, it's not that they're unreliable. It's that the regulator is telling them they're going to require more liquidity now that they've seen what happened, starting with Silicon Valley Bank, First Republic, Signature. And so they're waiting to find out what the new rules are going to be. When they're doing that, what they're not doing is loaning money out to their loan book, which is small business in America. And I keep reminding everybody, small business represents 60% of employment in America. Now, we don't ever see the White House saying, let's get a bunch of small businesses around the table and talk to them. It's always the behemoths, the S&P, the bank leaders, the tech leaders. But 60% of the jobs is where I come from, small business. Companies that are first and second generation family businesses, 5 to 500 employees. Nobody is lending the money right now. It's a huge problem.
And the cost of these, the capital cost of interest rates is very high for this segment. Is that right? I mean, much higher than for the big boys.
Of course, if you want to raise capital and you're one of the S&P 500 companies, not only do you have $1 trillion coming to you from the CHIPS and Science Act, we haven't even printed that money yet, you got another $1 trillion coming from the Inflation Reduction Act, all going to the S&P 500. Zero of that is going to small business, where we have all of those jobs. So right now, the cost of capital went from 5 to 7% up to 9 to 11, and that's only with the Fed at 5.5% terminal rate. Factoring, which is where you get your money for your receivables to a Walmart and a Target, that's 17%, Larry.
Boy, that is a big number, 17%. Kevin, I got two other risk factors, not necessarily germane to small business, but not away from it either. We're $87 a barrel, West Texas Intermediate. Brent crude, I think, is 90 or slightly higher. All of a sudden, the price of oil has come way up. And the second one is the threat of a UAW strike. The UAW union is not happy with electric vehicles being jammed down their throats by the Biden administration. So, high oil prices again, UAW strike. How's that feed into the O'Leary outlook?
Well, let's deal with oil. That's very, very concerning.
Just a minute.
That's a huge problem. So right now, 12 million barrels a day. We have to get to 18 million barrels. I point out to everybody that'll listen that China just green-lighted a $14 billion refinery. They understand the importance of energy security and independence, and they're buying their oil from Saudi Arabia, who actually invested in that plant. Meanwhile, in America, we are not independent. We still buy our oil from all kinds of different places when we have the ability to get to 18 billion barrels a day. But we need 6 small refineries to be able to do that. This policy, and it is policy, is not politics. I don't care if you're red or blue. You can't have a buoyant economy without energy. So we got to get serious about this. I hope it becomes a top issue in the election. We have to find our way to energy independence. Yep. And look, I'm not against green energy at all. It's just that we're not going to get there overnight. We need oil, and we need it now.
Got it. Liquid gold, somebody once said. Liquid gold. Kevin O'Leary, thank you for the rundown. We appreciate it.